NSG is a global company. We have about 27,000 employees. Here in North America, we have just under 5,000, and here in the Toledo area, we have about 600 people. We supply flat glass to the architectural markets, the automotive markets, specialty markets all over the world. So we've had a long-term relationship with RGP, which has been very helpful. Also worked with Jobs Ohio. Also did work with the local authorities. Wood County was very helpful.
Shortly after joining Austin, I actually attended the inaugural FAM tour that the RGP hosted, and I thought it was a good opportunity to learn more about the area. I passed through the area, had an opportunity to meet with industry, do a helicopter tour, look at some site possibilities, and spend some time with the RGP team just to kind of understand what the assets are and why we should be considering it. What we see is regional economic development partners like the RGP and the way it's structured are the kind of organizations we like to work with, because if we're looking at Northwest Ohio area, it helps us to have a single point of contact.
One growing market for our products that go into the solar market, and we were already at tight capacity here in North America, and the requirements that we will need to meet in the next couple of years exceed what we're capable and have the capacity to do. So for selecting a site, we have three key criteria. Number one is the customer. So we're in business to serve customers. So second criteria is people, because without good people, we cannot manage any business. And third is economics. Now, if all three align, you have an ideal situation.
There were several real challenges with the site. The zoning was not in place. There's also a lot of questions about the viability of that particular area. There have been virtually no due diligence done on the site that we were looking at. There's a lot of unknowns, and as a result, a lot of risks, and so we had actually asked the owners and asked the RGP to help facilitate doing some additional due diligence on the property, determine whether it was viable enough to keep it in the mix.
So for us, because of the volume of natural gas, a major pipeline is critical. So in selecting a site, we were looking for a couple key things. One, natural gas support adjacent to the property if possible, and also rail. We bring in some of our raw materials by rail, and also within reasonable proximity to First Solar because of the shipping costs. So that was also very important to us.
I got a strong sense day one that the RGP was available to help and willing to help us with whatever it took to compete for this project. And that's something that the RGP was able to facilitate through meetings, through pulling together, helping us find out who we should be talking to get really technical input on the gas supply side, and then work through some of the real estate negotiations.
We are a large consumer of natural gas. Because of the volume of natural gas, a major pipeline is critical. Fortunately, on that site, there are two major pipelines running adjacent to the property. The shale industry in East Ohio and Western Pennsylvania has now opened up new opportunities, lower cost and reliable supply.
The Wood County site balanced a lot of the important factors that we were looking at. I touched on the infrastructure, the reliable electricity, having the natural gas pipeline there with both Dominion and the Nexus pipeline, which was under construction.
So what we're going to be doing primarily is producing float glass that is coated. We put on a transparent conductive oxide, it's called TCO, and that's an electrically conductive film that actually becomes part of the glass surface that is critical for many of the applications we use in supporting the solar market.
The importance of having a local partner, a regional partner, to help us navigate these issues, and being able to navigate through the politics and the personalities and the other unknowns to us being outside the market was something we leaned heavily on the RGP to help facilitate. Our experience working with the RGP has not only made us more aware of some of the benefits of doing business in the area and your assets, but it's also given us an opportunity to recommend their area to clients.
Ohio is a conducive place for business from a tax perspective, and it is supportive of business, which is very important to us. We've had a lot of success in Northwest Ohio. We truly believe people are the most important and really the only true delineating factor from other companies. We've been really happy with the people that we are able to hire and retain here in the Toledo area, and it's a great place to live.